Hello, Internet!
Hi, Internet.
And I hope you guys are having a very happy Valentine's Day. I am too. Spending it with the special people I care about today. Yeah! Anyways, we are here at KaPao Gaming Lounge, and we are about to play some Street Fighter V, hashtag Rise Up. And we have a special guest today who is going to try to train our Mr. KaPao here, Michael Powell at KaPao Gaming Lounge. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, I apologize if he's a horrible student. But anyways, special guest is Olaf Redland.
Hi, Internet.
So Olaf, let's get to know Olaf Redland right here. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I've been playing fighting games pretty much as long as they've been existing. Started with a Street Fighter II cab in my local arcade. Then, came out on Super Nintendo, and that decided what my Christmas present was that year.
Nice.
And playing them ever since. Made a pretty good name for myself for a while there in Marvel's Capcom 3, and been playing the beta of Street Fighter V obsessively, and I've learned a lot, so here we are to put in some work.
Good. Let's see what you got, and let's see if you can train this guy.
Show us what you got.
All right. Here we go. All right. You ready for this? I'll be on the sidelines, but this is Kitty Kaboom. Peace out for now. I'll be back.
She's right, I suck. I really suck.
We'll work on it. All right, so you expressed interest in learning Rainbow Mika, which is my main. This is the best.
Oh, yeah. Well, my main didn't make it to 5.
What was that?
Blanca.
Well, that's what you get for choosing badly. Nobody should play Blanca, ever.
Hey. I was
Man, my mom
mediocre.
played Blanca.
I was mediocre at Blanca.
Man, my mom played Blanca. She could just, hit the controller over and over and make things happen.
We posed like that because Kitty just took a selfie of us.
So anyways, this is Rainbow Mika. She has buttons. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give you control over your character.
Yes, that would be nice.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I still have no
You
control.
are not connected. Assign mode.
Oh.
What have you done?
I don't know.
I blame you
entirely. Wait. Guest logged in.
Would that help maybe?
I hope so. Yep,
there we go.
There we go.
All right, cool.
I'm the pink one, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a real man. I wear pink.
Like Vegeta?
Oh, yeah.
You're a bad man?
I'm a bad man. Bad man.
So, you played Street Fighter, so you understand the concept of the 6 basic buttons. So I don't have to go too much into that.
No.
So, what we'll talk about then is, do you understand frame data?
No.
Okay, frame data is the amount of frames of animation a move takes in the game. The game runs at 60 FPS, so something that's a 3-frame button means it takes 3 frames before it comes out. So, 1/20th of a second.
Okay.
Really, really fast.
Okay, yeah.
So, this is her fastest button. Light Punch. Light Punch is crazy fast.
Oh, yeah.
Crouching Light Punch is also crazy fast.
Oh, yeah.
Her light kicks are about 4 frames, so they're just a little bit slower. Okay. This will come into play when I start doing really nasty stuff where I'm like this. See how that didn't combo? Because I'm just I'm not timing it well.
Yeah.
There are certain times where you can actually throw in that jab because it's fast enough. But if you did anything else, I'd hit you out of it.
Ah.
You see how slow that is?
Yeah.
That takes forever.
Yeah.
So you want to keep in mind, this game is going to be all about basically the speed of buttons and how much you can get away with in between certain moves.
Okay.
So with that in mind, Mika's got some pretty fast buttons to help her get pretty good combos. One of her built-in combos, light kick, medium punch. That's it. We have to get another selfie.
Okay, one more selfie. All right. Okay, cool. All right.
Anyways, so yeah, light punch, or light kick, medium punch.
Okay.
Right there. That's a target combo. It just works for you. Okay. You can do that into basically medium Hadouken. You do this flying button.
Okay.
You just want to do medium because the most damaging one that will work in that combo. No, down to forward.
Down forward?
Yeah. Got to get all the way forward. Do it slower if you have to. Just make sure, just go down to forward. You played Blanca, you played charge characters. You don't know how to do rotations. I know that. Watch this. Here, just watch this. I'm going to teach you how to do it. For those of you who are kind of, new to trying to play Street Fighter, this is how it works. Hold down. Then just walk forward. Don't press anything. Just walk forward. There you go. Get used to that movement. And once you can do it, then you just walk forward. Once you realize you're walking, press the punch button. Now, a little bit faster. A little bit faster than you would. No, slow down. You're just trying to go right into it. You can't just be like, do-do-do-do-do-do. Just hold down and then walk forward. Hold down, walk forward. You're pressing the button too early. Hold down, walk at me. Don't press any other buttons. Just hold down and walk towards. That's all you do. Okay, now do that again.
Okay.
Now you basically just want to practice that. Like if I was going to take you into real training, I'd make you do it 10 times before we move on to anything else.
Okay. And I'll make sure to do that later on.
And I would punch you in the face every time you got a I might even combo you and do cool stuff. But whatever.
I was told I could take a punch pretty good. So.
Now, you would put the two together.
Okay.
That is one of her most basic combos that you kind of need if you're going to try her out.
Like that? Like
that, just faster.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, I'm still learning the character.
Because you want to make sure you get that. Like, watch how fast I can press this.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, and you can just walk away. It'll buffer in.
Okay.
You can just do that. Yep. And then you can just throw the little fireball in after that, where the down to forward. The flying butt.
Flying butt? Okay.
Yeah, so just doop, and then flying butt.
Stop.
Okay. Yeah, so what you do? Again, with practice, you can learn to just get it faster, get into your muscle memory, and then you breathe in this combo.
I just have to do it repeat over and over until it's just,
And then she can expand upon that with this move.
What's that move?
Okay, so hard kick is just the no range version. It's just like boop. But if you hold it, she charges it up for a while and then gets much more distance and it hits harder.
Yeah.
So you can actually not all combos.
Okay.
Now, you got to be careful with this button because, I mean, look how long she takes to wind up.
Yeah.
You can just sit there and wait for it and then just punch me out of the air.
Okay.
But if I catch you by surprise by it, then you're going to take some hurt.
So when you say use that combo when I get you stunned.
That's one thing you can do, yeah.
Okay.
One of her other really fancy things. Just hold forward or back, whichever direction you want, and then hit medium punch twice.
Okay.
Yep. Now, if you do it towards a wall, I bounce off the wall and start running back at you. It's a rope throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic Irish whip.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Like the old wrestling.
So, yeah, do it hold backwards.
Hold backwards?
Yeah, and now do it again. Now you threw me that way instead.
Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure that's going to take into account with some of her later on tag team moves, huh?
It can be used for that, yes.
Can be used for that.
Okay, now one thing that's come and gone, and I've heard that it's been changed already, I don't know, but in some versions, you can actually backdash and get her to bounce off of nothing.
Oh, okay.
So who knows how long this change is going to occur, or if we can do it, we can't do it, who knows? But when you actually get the corner and do it, it opens up so many opportunities.
Okay.
Like, you get that again. You can juggle with that.
Okay.
You can do all sorts of stupid stuff because now the opponent can't hurt you out of that charge.
So you would say once Mika gets somebody in the corner, that's when you go to work on them, right?
Yeah, but like her whole battle is play patiently, deal with whatever nonsense. She gets them into the corner, and then she just can run a train on people.
Okay. Oh. Nice.
And using her tag team partner, Nadeshko, you can set up some of the nastiest little setups. Ooh. Like, I have stuff that I've been working on and theory fighting with, and I still need to see what I can do with. Yeah. See if things have changed.
Well, it's good that we have this game right here, right now, huh?
Maybe. Okay, so that didn't work. Ooh, it may not work anymore. Oh, that's a shame. That might not work anymore.
Aw.
It's okay. We'll see. Oops. Nope. So now she's reverted back to some of her other changes that she had. But... Wow, I can't even do it there?
For some of the viewers at home, can you explain what you're trying to do?
Absolutely. Okay, so in a lot of the different games, you have this opportunity where if the opponent is in mid-air, you can find different ways to dash under them before they land, so they're not sure where you are.
Ah.
And in previous versions of the beta, she had a bunch of different setups that allowed her to set up really bad situations for the opponent. So if I can get this one to work, this is one that was pretty reliable, just difficult. Which, that may have been removed too. Or it's just really tricky. I need to turn off stun. There we go. There, now she won't busy anymore. Yeah, it's not working. That's very interesting. They do not want her to have really dumb resets.
For those who don't really understand much of the terms you're using,
Yeah.
not necessarily as me, but
It very well might be. Feel free to ask any question you may possibly have.
So can you explain resets?
Okay, so we'll start with the more basic form, the combo.
Combo.
Basically, as long as you see numbers rising in that corner of the screen, that was a combo. It was a 3-hit combo. That is, nothing can be done about that. Once I start, as long as I'm doing the right thing, then that combo is going to keep going, and you just kind of have to wait for me to be finished.
Yeah.
Does a lot of damage, cool. A reset is a situation where you intentionally stop hitting the opponent so that you can change what position they're in.
Okay.
So, like, I can just finish this with, you know, blah, blah, blah combo. Like, good example. I can do that. That combo is now over, and they're stuck in that position.
Okay.
However, if I do this, I reset their state, and it opens up new opportunities. So now instead of a knockdown, I can grab them, where the previous one left them in this, you know, flat on their butt.
Yeah.
So getting the ability to pick what scenario and what situation, what state that the opponent is in, leaves me at an advantage because I'm picking where the opponent is.
Always take the high ground. Art of war.
The more you know, or the less the opponent knows, is the better. Simple as that.
Exactly.
So if I know how the opponent's going to fall, then they have problems.
Yes.
And sometimes you just want to finish the combo.
Yeah.
Because you may end up not getting the reset the way you wanted it. You may just need the damage to kill. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're cool. Sometimes you get a different situation there. I wonder. And there's a lot of math. There's a lot of crazy little science. Like, all these moves have different properties.
And each character is totally different, right?
Absolutely, 100% unique across the board.
Do you mind if I ask you why you chose to focus so much on our Mika?
Well, the biggest reason was I really liked her character design when she was in Alpha 3, and she hasn't come back. So I kind of made a solemn vow to myself that if they ever brought her back, I was going to play her.
Okay, okay.
But then upon seeing the rest of the cast and then what Mika brings to the table, I had to play her.
Yeah.
She has a lot of really complicated tech, little like combos, interesting situations, and she's just an absolute blast to play.
Okay, okay. What's your favorite thing about, being an R Mika player, I guess now for 5? Would you consider yourself an R Mika player?
Oh yeah, this is definitely my main.
Yeah.
It's the resets.
The resets?
Her game plan is to put the opponent in bad positions so she's in control. And it's tricky to get to that point, but when you do, it's totally worth it.
Yeah. And would you say R Mika's more of for a defensive player or more for an offensive player or somewhere in between?
Very much an offensive character. She's distinctly rushed down. She wants to get in.
Yeah.
You know, when the match initially starts, which we can get right back to that. Which I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's just say, round 1, fight. I'm in a bad position.
Yeah.
It does not matter what the opponent is, except, obviously the mirror. We're the same character.
Yeah, yeah.
But, like, say you were Ryu.
Okay.
I am in a bad spot. I have nothing I can do to mount my offense that you can't do, that Ryu can't just say no.
Yeah.
So I have to play really carefully and really patiently until I get that one opportunity.
You're waiting for your opponent to make their first mistake. And
when
opponents always make a mistake at some point.
And when they do, I get to shove them into this corner.
Okay. And then
after
you just
that,
go to work on them.
After that, I go to war. And the only thing I have to worry about, as long as I'm playing right, the only thing I have to worry about is a Shoryuken.
Okay.
After that, everything else is cake. So, you know, I'll find myself sometimes doing, you know, putting myself in situations where I'll do this, and now I'm behind the opponent, but now I'm in on it again, and she runs like tornadoes on people.
Yeah.
So you don't know where she is sometimes, and if you don't, then you're in for a world of hurt.
Well, from what you played Mika during beta and all.
Extensively.
So, what would you say would be her best and her worst matchups in the current cast?
Judging off the beta, because I mean,
yes, just the beta.
Because the current version, this is my first time touching the release copy.
What do you think?
I don't know yet. I mean, it's still Street Fighter 5, so I already like it anyway. But given just running off the betas, her worst matchup is Zangief.
Zangief? Okay.
Because they both have a very similar game plan, but Mika can make less mistakes than he can.
Oh.
If she makes one little mistake, she's taking like 30% damage at a minimum.
Yeah.
And it's guaranteed. You know, and he can do more, and once he gets that damage, he puts her in the bad position she doesn't want to be in where he can try to do it again.
Okay.
And he has a lot of really good tools that tell Mika no.
Yeah.
So
I have, back in the 4 days, I have a friend who I'm going to give a shout out to, Wicked Element. I hated playing against him sometimes with my Blanca, with his Zangief.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
And well, the tool sets are actually very different now.
Uh-huh.
Like Zangief doesn't have the green hand anymore.
Yeah. Oh.
But he has this new move called Iron Body. That's his B skill, where he just stands there and puts up armor, and that's all he does.
Okay.
Or he can walk forward and do a little poke. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He can use that kind of like reuse parry.
Okay.
And just by doing that, I make one mistake, I get parried, I get pile driver.
Yeah.
So
Now,
he has all like the small tools that he needs to take her out, and she doesn't have very much that stops him.
Okay.
As far
so
as
when you see when your opponent plays Zangief,
I
you're like, okay,
gotta
time to play
really
smart, time to play really careful.
Yeah, more
kind of get defensive.
Yeah,
a little
more
bit.
smart, more carefully than ever. I can go ham, and it might work for a while, but the moment he starts mashing like pile drivers, I'm in trouble. Now, as time goes on, that may change. New strategies will emerge.
Yep, and new DLC characters as well.
Well, I mean, even so, just as new strategies emerge, that matchup may get less tough.
Okay, and now on the other end of the spectrum, which of the cast do you see being, okay, I'm going up against this character? Ooh, it's time.
By far, one of the easiest characters for Mika to cope with is Birdie.
Okay.
Birdie kind of loses to Mika. It's the same idea. A lot of his strategies get shut down entirely by what Mika does, and he doesn't have enough to keep her out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I tried. Actually played a little bit of Birdie back in last year at E3. He was.
He was a monster.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah, no, a lot of the builds, he's actually been an absolute monster. So, let's just go in, mess around with some of the other characters.
Have fun. Now, okay. As I told you before, I used to be a Blanca player. But Blanca is no longer here. That's why I'm learning our Mika. But say, you know what, maybe I want to try characters similar to Blanca in 5. Who will you recommend?
Nikali has a lot of similarities with Honda, Blanca, and a couple of other charge characters. His ideas, some of those basics, the way his pokes work, I think it's a good starting point for you to try out.
I also read up, to my journalistic days. Nikali is just absolute beast. In rushdown. When it comes to rushdown.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah. But he's also easily accessible to players who are new to the game.
Yeah.
And another thing I also found really interesting is they called him the anti-Ryu. Would you agree?
I think that is at least fair. I'm not sure I 100% agree, but I can't say they're wrong either,
Okay.
It's in that little gray area. He has a lot of things that, he has a move that Evil Ryu had in 4. He does not have a fireball, but he has a fireball negating move.
Oh, okay.
Which is like his replacement for Honda's headbutt or Blanca ball.
Actually, who I really want to play, who I've been actually talking about for a long time, is finally a good chance. I want to play.
We're going to play F.A.N.G. All right, stream, this is happening. We're busting out F.A.N.G.
One of my favorite things about F.A.N.G. is that poison mechanic.
I am all about poison
I love
mechanics.
He's a trapster.
I'm gonna lose like the first 3 days of the game just working on him.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I'm looking at him to be my pocket character to solve, the Mika
Actually, you know what? We're going to be very similar then. We're going to be very
I
similar.
don't see why not. Okay, so let's talk about what we already know about F.A.N.G. First and foremost, okay, so this is jumping hard kick. It's a 2-hit button. Really weird. Hard kick. That's the one. Okay. Now, he has a very unique property in this move. If you jump forward, he kicks behind him. So you can't use it as an approach, but if you get behind him, you kick him in the back of the head.
Oh, okay.
Neutral jump and back jump will work.
Let me try that.
There you
go.
So that's a thing.
Huh.
Also, F.A.N.G is a charge character.
Yes.
So, down, up, punch is his fireball. Or
down, up, punch?
Charge down,
Down.
up punch. So it's kind of like the up ball.
See, this is different for me. Block is back, forward.
No, he also has up ball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little rainbow roll thing.
See, that's a poison mechanic.
Uh-huh.
It won't go away until I hit you.
No, it actually seems to have a time limit now.
Oh, really?
It has a time limit.
Okay.
So I have to keep reapplying the poison if I want it to keep working. However, he has a lot of moves to do it.
Like that, right?
Yep.
Okay. And
Coward crouch.
Yeah, the coward crouch. Anti-fireball right there.
Yep.
Some of his moves actually kind of reminds me of back in the SoCal days, Voldo, a little bit.
He's a little Voldo-like. He's really unorthodox, has really far-reaching buttons. He's hard to read. Wow, that move, his super is really slow, but look at that nonsense.
Yeah, but you have to get them up in the air. See?
Well, it hits on the way up, too.
Well,
actually, I wonder.
Not as much.
No, if I'm point blank. He Tiger knees you on the way up.
Yeah. Now, talk a little about F.A.N.G.
Okay, so let's just go through his moves real quick. Okay, so down up punch is his fireball. Light version, close range. Medium, mid range. And hard, far range, obviously. There you go. His EX1, instead of shooting 2 up, shoots 1 up, 1 down, and it bounces.
Okay.
So it leads to a lot of weird bounces and crosses and all sorts of crazy nonsense. Next up, my personal favorite of his fireball or his poison moves, the Cloud.
The Cloud.
Light is really quick and just goes away immediately, but it's kind of just a little explosion. Boop. Okay. Medium, Cloud persists a little while. Heavy, again, more startup, Cloud's there forever. EX lasts longer and is really nasty. Then he has his poison stab, his back forward punch.
Yeah.
It hits hard, it knocks down, it's cool. There you go. Coward crouch, down 3 punch.
Down 3 punch.
Dodge moves.
There you go. So basically, fireball.
If you press kick, you can actually attack out of it.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me try that. Okay.
You have to press down beforehand. It's not as easy to do as some of the other ones.
Okay.
There you go. Let's restart so I'm not wasting that. So I want to check something while we're at it. Yes! So he can V-trigger cancel that follow-up attack, which is very interesting.
Now, F.A.N.G, quick little rundown of F.A.N.G. Defensive, offensive.
More defensive. He wants to poison you, annoy you, knock you down, and chuck stuff, and not let you get back.
Yeah. And run away, block.
And just harass you.
Yeah.
Because there's one other move he has that really is a boon for this. Do Dragon Punch with kick, it's got a little forward step dodge.
Okay.
You can use this to get way out of there.
Yeah. Nice. Now, when you say F.A.N.G, matchups. Worst matchup first.
If I had to predict?
If you had to predict.
That's actually really tough. I would say it's going to be someone who can keep up with his game or avoid his game entirely.
Okay.
I think Sim is going to be a very interesting matchup. It's either going to be way in one or the other's favor.
Okay.
Ryu and Ken, maybe.
Maybe.
I think Birdie's but I don't think he's the worst.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Time will
Like
tell.
I'd say we want to get through the first week of
Yeah.
exploring the character and fighting him out.
Actually, I do this move a lot. I do this move already a lot.
The Radical Edward.
Yeah. But now, who would you say would? Let's say I'm playing Fawn and some, you know, who do you think I could take out? Just like I'm deadly against.
I think the characters that are going to have the worst time with him are Birdie and, honestly, I think Cammy. I think Cammy's going to have a lot of trouble with this character.
Really? Okay, okay.
Like, just the fact that the way his fireballs arc are going to stop most of her approaches,
Yeah, sure.
this move shuts down 70% of her offense alone.
Sure.
And he's going to harass her with poison and get out of there.
Yeah, I like that because you could just throw that and just walk with it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, is that you'll notice it doesn't actually hit you. It just bursts and
Pretty
poisons you.
Very much like, well, for poisons fireball.
No, it still causes hit stun.
Yeah,
like,
true.
you know, so, I mean, you could
No,
just...
I'm saying throw the fireball, just walk with it.
Or Guile Sonic Boom.
Exactly.
But, yeah, there's the interesting thing. Just walk forward. You walk forward. It did not stop you in the slightest.
True.
Okay. Now, there's something I saw in a previous video, and I want to check this out.
Okay.
And for everyone watching, it's going to be a big deal if you weren't tracking this. Oh, they might have changed that.
Can you explain what you were trying?
In one of the versions of the game, like in like his reveals and little side events in Japan, this was able to be punched out of the air. You could just hit it, and it wouldn't poison you, and you just break it apart.
Huh.
That is not the case anymore. So you can definitely harass people.
Yeah. I like that.
So let's check out his buttons here. So he has the jumping fierce, pretty good jump in. Jumping medium kick looks really good, actually.
I really like that counter's crouch.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he also, down fierce is a really good anti-air. Like, just jump in on me.
That. Huh?
Jump in.
Down fierce?
Yeah, jump at me.
Ooh. I like that.
Actually, jump at me again. I want to check something. I wonder what opportunities there are from that. Jump at me, please.
Okay.
Oh, you just drop like a rock.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it looks like F.A.N.G might have a problem with instant overheads.
Yeah.
So, like, look at that. I'm hitting you on the way up with that jumping move.
Yeah.
Yes. So, for the sake of argument, that would be annoying.
Yeah.
So characters that have really good instant overheads, like traditionally Chun did in 4, that might be a problem. Seems like he actually has an unusually large charge time for his moves.
So for players who are jumping from 4 to 5 now, what would you recommend some of the newer mechanics for them to actually really have to get used to, you think?
Counter hits are real.
Counter hits are real.
Counter hits are a big, big deal. Someone's playing footsies, they throw out like a move that's a fierce, like this move.
Yeah.
If you did a jab and that hits you, you're going to take a full combo. Instead of just, ow, I took a counter hit fierce. The crush counter system is a huge, huge deal.
Okay.
Like in and of itself, like, so I'm not sure. Are you aware of what exactly the crush counter system is?
Not very. I've read up about it, but not entirely understand it.
Okay. So there are select moves in every character's move set that are typically just normals, like, you know, hard punch, that when they get a counter hit, instead of just being a normal counter, they trigger what is called a crush counter.
Okay.
And these are knockdowns, crumple states, like the focus attack crumple, major stunning moves that you can follow up and get a real combo out of. All right, like just press jab. Just press jab.
Oh,
Just mash it for a while. See that knockback spinning stun?
yeah.
Wow, that's a good jab.
Yeah. That's pretty fast. Actually, one second. Walk, like, you go all the way in, slowly walk towards me. I just want to see the range of the jab. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you get that counter hit, and a lot of characters can get huge benefits out of it.
Yeah. Definitely fun trap here. Just set up your trap and then, you know, play keep away and footsies. All right?
Yeah, just try to, but you don't even want to play footsies, you're zoning them.
Yeah.
You just want them to not be in on you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Look at how different the EX yellow flash is when you're poisoned. It actually comes out as like a fuchsia.
Yeah.
All right, so here, let's poison you. Just do anything EX. Or we'll do it the other way around. Press both mediums. This is your V skill.
Okay.
Thank you. Whee! That is so cool.
Wow. Wait, that's mine. Fireball. Let's see if that was yours. Like, why isn't it hitting? Wait, that's mine.
Bop, 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 bop. Flappy Bird, go.
Yep. Like I said, it looks like, you know, my main at my pocket.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued by this character. The only thing is
Ooh,
the concern about being a charged character.
Yeah.
There are traditionally just matchups that charged characters lose because the opponent has enough mobility, they can just get around you and mess up your charge.
True.
Like imagine, you know, you're holding back so you can do this move, and then the opponent jumps over you. You can't do that move anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, for the sake of argument, jump over me.
Okay.
All right, try it again. And again. I'm trying to see if I can get it to auto-correct. It is not working. There we go. What a pain.
Yeah.
Also,
Can you explain what we were just doing right now?
so I was holding back, but
Yeah.
as you cross me up, then that changes back and forward, right?
Okay.
So by just holding right and you jumped over me, it went from back to forward automatically.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So I was messing around with that because sometimes it's a little tricky to do, and you've got a floaty jump, so the timing gets a little trickier. Ow.
You know, I'm predicting F.A.N.G players, they're gonna have to muscle memory themselves to do counter crouch. That's gonna have to be second nature. Do you agree?
You know, I don't know. I would be inclined to agree in general, because I think it seems like a very powerful tool for them.
Well, I would say
they
one of
were
the essential skill sets.
But they're traditionally very niche usage. That crouching medium punch is really good. Look at that thing.
Oh, yeah. We're going to try a little bit of that.
Actually.
Wow. Range on that, too.
Actually, let me try something real quick. There we go.
Can you explain what you just did?
So, if you hold down and you go up punch, obviously you get the fireball.
Yeah.
Now, there's a gap in the inputs where you can actually get a standing button before you press up into punch. So I just did standing medium punch into the fireball.
Oh.
So there might be some actual functional use for this. Depends on what his buttons look like. He may have other buttons that work even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. You can do it with standing roundhouse. That being a cancelable move.